What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Queen P, and I'm back with another video. Period, sweetie. And I've been growing my locks for 8 months now, and we finally getting some hang time in this thing, okay? But this is about to be like kind of. It's not. I wouldn't say emotional, but not. I guess now emotions are kind of hitting me. Is the light? I can't see nothing on my phone right now. Okay. As you guys can tell, oh wait, hold on. Before we even get into this little story time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, okay? If you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. Make sure you stay also. And if you're returning, you know I fuck with you the long way. Film was good, okay? So I'm currently in my bathroom right now. I'm about to give you guys a story time on how my experience with COVID-19 was. Hello. Okay. I think Rona trying to kill me for real. But tonight's my first night home. I don't know if I just said that, but whatever. It's like 12:30 a.m. right now. So what happened to me was like something I'd never experienced before. Because me, usually, I'm not the person to get sick. Like, either at my mom's house or my dad's house, like, I'm usually, like, the last person to get a cold or, like, the flu or whatever. So, the fact that I had went through, like, the fact that I had, like, experienced that was just like, wow, like, I never get sick, and now, like, I'm positive for COVID. So basically, like, I woke up one morning and I was like not feeling well. I wasn't feeling well. I barely could get out of bed. Like, I literally woke up an hour before work, trying to get ready for work, and I was stuck. Like, I was stuck in my bed. Like, I couldn't move, and I was like super hot. And I was just like so confused because like I was fine last night, and today like I'm in the worst pain with myself. So my mom was already at work and stuff, so I went to go check my temperature. I had a fever of 103. So I'm just like, okay, something's not right. Like, I never get sick, and I haven't been going anywhere. Like, I literally just been going to work from 9 to 6, and I literally go straight home. Like, that was my routine since like June, like the middle of June, when I just got hired at my new job. So I'm sick, and I call my parents. I'm like, like, I'm not feeling well, and I had to call off work, and they're like, okay. So then I'm literally in my bed, you guys, because like the way it hit my body, and it's crazy too, because I've had other people like reached out to me that was positive for it, and they wasn't feeling nothing that I was feeling. Like, they just didn't have no taste and or smell. And for me, it was just like I literally felt like somebody took a rock and threw it at me, like pew! Like a rock, and just threw it at me, and I was in so much pain. So I went to go get tested, obviously, and my test came back positive. So my test came back positive. Like, everybody in my family was sad. Like, I was sad too, because it was just like, this has been going on since like March, and I've been okay. Like, I followed every protocol. I never took it like as a joke and stuff. Like, if you guys go through like my other videos, like, I literally always talk about my mom and like her experience working with patients who do like have COVID. Like, people are always dying in my mom, like around my mom, like from left to right. So like, I'm always grateful that she get to come home to her family when she was doing the travel nursing stuff. So my test came back positive. I had to quarantine also. But I went to quarantine in a hotel because there's 5 of us here, and my dad and my sister are at his house, and like my mom and my siblings are here too. So it was just like, it wouldn't be great for me to like stay here around everybody. But the hotel I went to was free, so I wasn't tripping. So what happened to me was like, like, I can't even talk about it no more because, like, if you guys experienced it, like, I'm speechless now, like, now that I'm okay, and I'm grateful that I'm okay, but it's just like, wow, like, you know, it really happened. Because for me, it was just like, I don't mind being alone, but the fact that I was alone and isolated from, like, all my loved ones and stuff, because I was basically, like, contagious. I'm really ashy. You get what I'm saying? So, I stayed in a hotel, but what really hurted me was like I was in a hotel and I didn't have no help. Because literally, you guys, like I had a fever of like 102, 103, and I felt like somebody took a bucket of cold water and just threw it on me also. Like I was having really bad severe chills and a really high fever. And I wasn't eating I wasn't eating anything that I was drinking, like liquid, just to keep myself hydrated. It didn't taste like anything. Gatorade, Powerade, it didn't taste like nothing. And honestly, you guys, like the only thing that ran through my body was like, I'm gonna die. Like I literally was like, I really thought that I was gonna die in that hotel by myself because I was taking Percocets and like Tylenol. I wasn't mixing them, but I was taking like pills and NyQuil to like, you know, give me a release of pain. And it was just knocking me out for like 16 hours. I was sleeping and no food, no nothing. Like as long as like I slept and I didn't feel nothing, like that was okay. And honestly, like that's not good. Like it wasn't really getting me better because it was just temporary. Like you would take the Tylenol, okay, yeah, it would give you like a release, but then like you're back in pain. I would take the Percocets. The Percocets would help me longer, but every time I was waking up, I just kept waking up like sadder. Like I was really just like unhappy with everything that was going on and the fact that like I just got COVID. Like I just got sick out of nowhere. So you guys, I was struggling. Like I was in bed every day. I couldn't get up. I couldn't eat or anything. And it was just like I was to the point where it was just like I had like these little voices, and the voices was telling me like, Pat, you need to do better. Like you really need to be strong for yourself. You need to be strong for your family. Like you in this bed, you crying. I know your body's in pain, but if you're not helping yourself, there's nothing else that can help you. Like there's nothing else that can help you except prayer, but you need to take care of yourself. Otherwise you're gonna keep crying in this bed and you're gonna keep getting addicted to these pills and nothing's gonna get better. You really might just die here. And I'm just like, bro, like I just turned 21. I can't die right now. You get what I'm saying? I got real big plans for myself. So I took them Percocets, y'all, and I flushed them bitches down the toilet. I should have sold them. I should have sold the rest of the Percocets that I got because I knew I could make some money. But, So after like I think I actually came to my senses like the 5th, 6th day, to be honest. Like literally, you guys, I couldn't move. Like I was in so much pain. Like I was in so much pain, like everything on my body was just hurting. So I would literally roll over on the side of the bed, take pills. I would take the day Mucinex and the night Mucinex and just go right back to bed till like literally the next day. And I was just staying like that. Like I didn't want to talk to anybody. My mom and then would try to come see me, and it was just like I was not in the mood to be with them because I was so upset with like this was really happening to me and I was in so much pain. Like I don't have fear of dying because we're all gonna die one day, but the fact that I was going through so much pain in my body, like every shock, every bone, every nerve, this fever, this me sweating, like I would have to change the sheets by myself. Like I had to do everything by myself, get in the bathroom, I'm throwing up and stuff, and it was just like, bro, like I'm doing this alone and I'm going through this alone. Like this wasn't it. Like it was not it for me. So I have finally got up, you guys, and I just kept praying, honestly. Like I just kept praying that the condition didn't get like worse to the point where it had to put me in the hospital because I literally was not getting better. So the hotel I was at was like a suite, so there was a kitchen and stuff. So I was like, you know, like I know I don't have no taste now, but I literally have to like put something in my body, like nutrition wise. So I literally just ordered some groceries. My grandma made me some really nice tea. As you guys can see, I am Haitian. Actually, hold on, I'm lying. That junk was nasty, but when you put a little sugar in it, it's like doable. And honestly, that's what saved me. Prayer, staying positive, and my grandma's tea. Because I was talking about it to like, excuse me, guys, some other people. And to be honest, bro, the only thing that could really help you is prayer and herbs. Like, that's how I see it. Like, all these drugs and stuff they're trying to, like, pump us with. Like, first of all, Tylenol and stuff like that, they're not even good for your liver when you, like, keep taking them. So the fact that I had took those stuff away from my recovery and stick to, like, only natural stuff and I gotten better, it was just like, okay, like, you know, everybody has a chance. So that was really it, you guys. I just kept praying. Like, I just kept praying. Like, kept praying, and when, like, I started getting better, like, I would do, like, yoga, because I literally couldn't go anywhere, and I wasn't trying to go anywhere to get anybody else sick also. So, like, I just downloaded a yoga app. I did, like, yoga, like, 10 minutes. You know, I watched TV, like, and I made sure, like, I got up. Instead of staying in bed feeling bad for myself, I got up, I watched TV, and I just, like, I had time for myself. That's how I see it. Like, I had 14 days to finally find some inner peace that I've really been wanting for a while now. Even if it wasn't the way that even if it wasn't the way that I wanted to, at least it still happened. You get what I'm saying? Because, like, you know, being depressed and going through all these situations, and, you know, being around so many people, like my family, my friends, going to work, like, I always had to keep a smile on my face. So I wasn't able to stay in that hotel, cry, scream, do whatever I needed to do to find release for myself. Like, I've always been close with God, but it's just like, I'm close with God, and it was just like, all this stuff was hitting me one by one. One by one, it's just like, okay, you know, we have COVID now, but now you have 14 days for yourself. You have 14 days to really find yourself, really set some goals that you want to do, really just talk to yourself, and mentally get myself together. Instead of, you know, going to work from like 9 to 6, and still having to put a smile on my face when I see my family, and still having to put a smile on my face when I go to work. Like, always trying to be this happy person. I usually am a happy person, but the fact that, like, I'm evolving to a way it's just like I'm not really the same person that I used to be, and that's fine with me. That's, like, so fine with me that I've changed. Like, I'm more mellow and stuff. But it was just the fact, like, having the sickness is, like, really what helped me, to be honest. Because honestly, like, if I didn't catch it and I didn't have to quarantine, I'd probably still be doing the same thing I was doing, like, you know, being sad but always putting a smile on my face for my people. So that's really it, you guys. And then, you know, I took the test again. I took it twice and it came back negative. I was so happy. Like, I was so happy. Like, all I could do was scream. And I literally left the hotel at like 7 this morning. I was like, I'm leaving. I came home and gave everybody a big hug, because my mom and them, they would come to see me, but they were literally, like, dropping the groceries outside the door. And, you know, that's all they could do. Like, they weren't able to touch me or anything. Like, my little sister was sad. My grandma, she was always crying and stuff, because, you know, like, I'm the strongest one in the family. It's just like, you know, now that I'm going through all of this. But to be honest, like, I'm trying not to cry right now. I don't know why. Like, I wasn't crying before, but making the video, really talking about it is, like, hitting me different, because honestly, you guys, like, I wouldn't wish what I went through on my worst enemy. Just because, like, the experience and the pain that you're in, or the pain that I was in, I can't speak for everybody else, because I know, like, some people, the symptoms are different. But all I gotta say, bro, is just, like, you know, if you do get sick, stick to your natural herbs. Stick to your natural herbs, whatever you believe in. If you guys are not a Christian or whatever, pray to whoever you believe in, and just keep having faith and hope. That's really what saved me, because I was just like, bro, like, there's so much stuff that I want to do in my life. Like, I can't go out with a sickness, you get what I'm saying? Or I can't, like, not help myself to the point where now I have to go to the hospital because I neglected my body by just pumping it with drugs. Just pumping it with drugs and NyQuil, like, shit that wasn't even doing nothing for me to get me better. Like, those are just temporary things, to be honest, because it wasn't helping. Like, literally, when I stopped taking it and started drinking the tea that my grandma was giving me, and, you know, reading the other stuff that was better for me, that's what helped me. And just prayer. That's really what helped me. Prayer and herbs and staying positive. But that concludes my story. You know, you guys, thank you for watching and listening. Honestly, like, I appreciate everybody that subscribed, you know, that always shows love. I might just start, like, getting back, like, consistent and stuff like that. So I have a couple new videos I'm about to give you guys. I see a lot of people like the car video, so I'm definitely gonna do another car video. Y'all might see that soon. But I appreciate everybody. You know, let's get to 1,000 subscribers. We're not even worried about 500. I'm worried about 1,000. And don't forget, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. You know, you guys stay safe. I know everybody wants to have fun. You know, we're still young, we're trying to do, but you guys have to be careful, because honestly, if it could have been you or your family member. Like, I know people that's died from it. I've had at least 3 family members right now. My third one, my uncle, just passed away from it. So you just got to be grateful. You just have to be grateful. Like, I'm super blessed that I went through the experience and I was strong enough to be okay to not go to the hospital. So that's, I'm really ashy. That's all I gotta say. And peace out.